Hey guys, I just got a little bit of a heads up. A few of my projects are being delayed, keeping with how Hollywood's treating all their blockbuster movies, quite a few of them, and how all the theaters have been shut down. It really fits to the theme of this video. I wanted to talk about this for a long time. Because of what's going on in the world, it just really hurts all the film buffs out there like me, who really just want to escape to the theaters and just sit in a space for 2 hours. But with how everything in the world, the pandemic has just started in March, all places have just been shut down for 2.5 months until all the states' governments had the get their orders to reopen everything in the economy just to get more money. And yeah, people like me are just being the unemployed route. I don't want to say where I work because it would just make me feel like I'm going to explain anything. I don't want to give too much of my life away, but I digress. I do have projects in development, so for those of you who are on my YouTube channel who do like to wait, then that's fine. Then that's great. And if you are not the ones who just don't want to wait, you can unsubscribe if you don't want to keep watching my show. But I am one of those people who is still working on many other things. I've had many other projects and videos about certain movies, topics to be talked about. But how everybody has been talking about this pandemic and how it's affected moviegoers and particularly the film reviewers, there's just not much out there for us to review. I got films that I wanted to review, and there's 2 of them that I just watched on streaming platforms. And yes, when you look at all the anticipated movies on the people's lists, those lists will never come to be at all. Sure, they'll go to stuff like Apple TV or Netflix and other platforms for just $20. The Lovebirds was just on Netflix from Paramount, and Scooby-Doo 2020 was gonna go into theaters, but much like Trolls World Tour, the studio just pulled it from theaters and just pushed it for its on-demand release the same day. Now granted, most of you out there be like, oh, I wanted to see this with my family. We want to hear everybody laugh. This is what it is. You want to hear everybody's experience. And I do understand why people are so mad about this. Especially the parents who pay $20 to watch Trolls World Tour or Scoop. They're just like, well, we have kids who want to watch this with us as much as we want to watch, but what does it come for us? We're the one making the money and not the little one. I don't have the answer, but I do know there are some out there who understand it. Heck, Disney Plus had just done something with Artemis Fowl, and that one went with the same fate as the New Mutants. That one was supposed to come out in 2017, and then they got delayed because of their reshoots. They were trying to make it appeal to the fans, or make it frightening, as they've said. I don't have that much visuals to show on my video. In fact, I don't have much videos. This is sort of a vlog, a vlog. I think that a vlog, if some prefer, if you will. Many YouTubers do it. Many YouTubers do it just to give their inner thoughts about stuff. And I understand. But some say putting on streaming services is for the best. That is the case with Artemis Fowl. I haven't totally watched the entire film, but I've heard from everybody I've talked to on social media and people outside social media just say that's bad. And judging from its original budget, it would have been a box office bomb. It would make half of its budget back, or less than half of its budget back. It'd be the biggest bomb since A Wrinkle in Time and Dumbo. Oh, and these live-action remake sequels that nobody wanted. I have heard that all theaters are reopening. There's no concerned date that when my state's gonna reopen their theaters. They're just starting to reopen operations. They're getting words from their CEOs that run the entire place. Each chain has a general manager and an operations manager. They run the show very differently. And this actually goes for a different story, because in my hometown, I was closer to a movie theater in Hilliard called Movie Tavern, and that one shut down in 2017. I did work there for 2.5 years. Okay, not really 2.5 years, it was just nearly 2 years, but it was close. It was very close. But that was the theater I grew up with, and that one just got bought out by a different company. So they're pretty much the Mickey Mouse of Midwest chains. Oh yeah, and AMC was almost filed for bankruptcy. They said they may have gone out of business, but after more research of digging in, they want to reopen in July. And that's perfectly fine. They want to make money. The economy wants to make the money back. Restaurants are making money again. Retail stores are still making money. Well, the retail stores that are actually a grocery store combined. But everybody wants to make the money while taking these safety precautions. Wearing masks, gloves, 6 feet apart. If we keep doing that, we'll just have less cases and less infections. And yes, they are making a vaccine, because vaccine is more important than a cure. Cures can take longer than that. It's like curing cancer. But I don't want to talk about that. There's a difference between vaccines and cures. And I don't want to be the best one to discuss that on this channel. There's some people who can talk about it, but if you search it on YouTube or Google, you'll get many more results than me. You'll get the same. Guys, what are your thoughts on movie theaters reopening? Are you one of the people who want to stay home and go on streaming platforms, Netflix, Amazon Prime, or TV? Or do you want to just go back into the theater and get that cinematic experience again? That's always been part of the generation of generation. Let me know, because what we are doing with the streaming platforms and how Scoob and Trolls World Tour, and I don't know about how Ken Staten made money, but this is just going to be a little bit of a fad. If everything goes less and less and less, this could be used for a terrorist attack or a World War III. I don't know, it'd just be more understanding for people who can't go out into the world. If it's an alien invasion, that's never gonna happen. Or would it? I don't know, I'm not the best one. It's just a one-time thing. It will go in the history books like everything else has in 2020. So there, everything's reopened. You can go out, go ride your bike, walk, swim, because that thing won't even, because that virus won't even attract anything in the water. Just do something to regain your freedom and sing a song about it. Like Let It Go. Just don't keep singing that too much.